Oribo. Ekosiisen. Asempa FM. Ekosiisen. Asempa FM. Ekosiisen. Asempa 94.7. Asunyine
94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumede no asuguso awutie no ma yena munyina ase ne mama kwa babie ensan fa momra dwumede so yede kan de atomanim se ene yene lawyer Sammy Awuku ebedi nkomo MP Ekuyapem North constituency and a senior advisor in the Bawumia campaign wabekansa ewo studio ha but mobekaya I gave the opportunity to businesses and young entrepreneurs say our adwuma bi say baby awo awutie and fabra de awo ye one message I mean saka ye cinematic boache cinematic boache enti ono so basi ye ntwa picture pa open professional photo shoot any ade or see odimu ntintimai pa or say we use our lens to tell your story. Wow. And is a open professional pictures over 0246 080106 0246 080106 na omrami chow pictures come with your pictures amameda beautiful stuff 0246 080106 na Washington so ede am I Anthony Nupeno. Good afternoon to you. Or say Obi, if someone thinks God is not alive, he or she should do what pleases him. No miracle for laziness. Anthony Nupeno. Yeah, the Nupeno there. No holds barred. Obi the message by na Obi some question say nyame etiase de e na me church I think I don't know. Yes. Oh, enye izo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anthony Nupeno. Okay.
It's yes. Oh, yeah. No, na. Yes. So it was a week to our elections. Okay, na ni pedi hot. Intiminia me ma ya connection. Anthony Sano, he's a pleasant guy.
Oh yeah, he is.
We run a political self to man on camera, but on a normal day in a day, he's a good guy.
And he's one
of the few people who might enter heaven. Michano Honoma congratulating say he made it.
Good afternoon to you. But Sammy Akwaba
Major so Obi
Bibia Boko
the nyamia si bibia boko am saying they look refresh kakra
and no pressure
tiredness you know boys are brain we cut down kaka but you are right and then them say pressure no fall the
unlike the last time I
ba things
akakakra mo makoto
aba aka nine pe
na pressure
when no credit okay there we knew we were going to win but it was like snatching victory from the jaws of tigers nyanumana yeah penny ni omo kwa kansie no omo so no omo na modern omo ye party at this year so until you are right.
The results are a PM buy, a surprise. Did you think, sir, it will be that keenly contested? And I said, this is what you expected. Say, Bawumia be fan in the way of fan.
Nedi kind obi a main chair no a main chair discussion from the beginning. My main fa we fidie so ma we tie phone na so no.
Yes.
Na member abaso no production team, and I also think says our weekend most of small year juma pa as an establishment multimedia. be it Adom, Asempa, Joy, and then Munianum affiliate now, and NPP so damase. Esan say yeda police force for Bambono, yeda media force so ase. More reports near the other so helped. Senabi Obiantu Futrengo Bieni, and you were fair, you were balanced, you were fearless, you were objective, you were independent. Nti mamembo mabaso
sure
na ne di hosusu bio men sanso ma NPP phone na susu chinkwa for going through this process. It started last year na megidi senyankopon hihye mu no ene party nyansen mu no esi ahene ene etu ahene for echo into conclave.
Yes,
Echo jina ye boot na chi e decided say ye pese ma nipa bako a clear mandate. Senabeya, his authority will not be challenged. Koye 4951. No, I can say no D second ya 49 intino o can there be now that notwithstanding no almost so the party no quadring. No kweni internally no ma our projections were all between 55 and 57.
That is as a campaign team.
As a campaign team.
No projection, no.
Between 55 and 50 and 57.
Oh, 55 and 57.
Because really? Now, the analysis in na ejitum say the dynamics were different from 2023. 2023, you had some top 2 candidates, and 2026 now be top 3 candidates, and we're projecting say Dr. Brian Champon was going to get between 16 and 19%.
Okay.
Inside the campaign, now on projections are not here. We're also projecting say no Ken was also going to get between 24 to 28.
Okay.
You
didn't think so? Bet me as repeating the 37 in Nibio.
I know they were not too sure.
Okay.
We're not too sure because of the entry of the third candidate. Your projections within a day. Now we're working according to plan, but we're also clear in our minds. Say, the gap between Dr. Bawumia and the second person should not be close.
Okay.
Because and that was one of the things that the campaign team worked on. Say at least a minimum of 20% gap. You could be a 33% gap.
Okay. Between Bawumia and the
about 33% gap. So meaning that Dr. Bawumia had a clear mandate to lead the largest opposition party at the Kwabatoni. Until Busame said,
but my opponent Akase Munya 61 in 2023. A drop here by 57 in 2026. For them, that shows Bawumia's popularity in the party. I drop it.
Nipa no emso onya analysis ni. You see, in 2023, Dr. Bawumia we need 14 regions.
Okay.
Plus the headquarters as well. But in terms of regions, we need 14 regions.
That's true.
And then in 2026,
okay, 2026,
we need 14 regions still.
Yes.
Plus headquarters.
Yes.
And out of the 16 regions, we need 14 out of the 16. But there's something significant with this year at the end. Greater Accra, for instance. In 2023, Dr. Bawumia won 19 constituencies out of the 34.
Yeah, the 34 constituencies.
We're winning 19. But in 2026, Dr. Bawumia won 32 constituencies
out of the 34.
Out of the 34. This time around, you could see said no, all round. For instance, to a place like Ashanti, he won 44 constituencies out of 47 in 2023. In 2026, we need 45 out of the 47. May they all call baby to say Central Region.
Yes.
In 2023, he won 4 constituencies.
4 constituencies
out of the total of 23. No? But this time around, we need 8 constituencies out of it. the acceptability nationwide in total in 2023 he won 213 constituencies out of the 276 213, but in 2026 he won 232 constituencies out of the 276. So you can see sir, his popularity has increased, and Medoko even that of constituencies maybe any we targeted, we won near there. For maybe it's a Western region in 2023, he won 12 constituencies out of the total. This time round, we need 17 out of 17. Into the man's popularity, you can clearly see a grow over time, and it is clear the NPP his message too was spot on. And na niemani bia or the bond to an party for the netonseni no. I think one on his personal attribute. Say Oyobia he knows his stuff. Number two, Obi nipa ho do, nipa ho pepper or kanipa bom na ubunipa so. Aside that, his track record and any initiatives and money they felt say papa yesan boana and bobetimi aka we the personal attributes then he also talk about his message. His message to the party delegates, and especially on the fact say the welfare database me ba me catch us say obeboa obi a ese nipa no ne ha no na metimi wetimi aboa. For instance, if Obi kase Obi me pese me boa ene baby a o community a wofi ebia Obi o community no 77 prayers and yomu hia eye ejanan bia na nipa nso obeboa nto oba be see library no can be there but people won't use it. And personally no satin no nyina anyepe obi ho no mo an opefi na ban mu ne se o pese na ban wo so a onya akwanya etimi ye adwuma e de hwe ne ho ne yere anani kunu ne ma obi wo so opento aso school obi wo no so a odidi se ye fani power adwuma mu security services na obenya fair opportunity no apply or no so no wetimi an equal chance of being selected. Or so no ejitu mu say for us to help our people we need to have a database of them. So call around now whilst or kasanu we in phone ebia na yedu Amano Chrome Presby primary A Methodist primary A for instance ebia wo polling station chairman or your friend say bonsu no aboding no about number no about age whilst original platform. So he had everything about the delegate and about the party people in his hands. Intinenya Fena, Inti party for no didn't doubt the fact that connection was there. And at the profiling and about Obia Susan Nadi here. The second one as also no was the message I said or the two Janami Jitum said a boa no so no was the fact of bringing stability to appointment. Senipa bedi mampeni wia Obi. And yet easy for a polling station executive to get access to the president of the republic. Na mpempi no na ya na ne bemu ene se ni amampeni be yi no ewo regions the constituency mo omo na nkofo no hwe omo munisio ba na you can have a constituency be one man you munya ya pay DC ubekwa another constituency omo wa appointees be 10 11 and time be am dem ho ye mfato the same constituency we had 11 appointments. And these were
in strategic positions. For instance, Oshe Obi to say Dennis Marcos Abwade, no a director decentralization they were local government, and no one. Oshe Sammy Awuku, a director general national lottery, nay two. Oshe MP no Tiedraso, Nanama Dukwesi Ameje, no a deputy minister for trade. That's three. Yvonne Opai, no a director general of Ghana Airport of Buzuka, four. Ghana Export Promotion Authority, a Fia Sabia, CEO, nay five. Oshe Mr. Diobo, no a board chairman when PA, now 6. At the point
na ambassador Faridonko, board chairman for Bui Power, na 7. Michael Bediako, no CEO, Millennium Challenge Authority, na 8. Na Fezo na Komia so deputy, Minya Bajubi, na 9. Na Fe Nana Yao Krantino is CEO for Minerals Income and Investment Fund, MIF, na 10. And then Madam Stella Jenim Boatian on also work Vinary and son of call to the commissioner public services. So you had 11.
One constituency.
All these people necessarily and your constituency the proposal of Mampeni the na to Senyeni no mejumo yibit me aye. But Dr. Bawumia's message is every constituency biano have an opportunity to bring 10 qualified people. Now, some information to be dedicated over 3,000 of these appointments to the grassroots and the base of the party. If the constituency say Obi, Dominic, or Mahine, Sammy Awuku, Jerry Justice, say, 10 idiot, you did say, we will be from board chairman to board members to CEOs to deputy CEOs to ambassadors, deputy ambassadors, ministers, deputy ministers. This can help the constituency grow. So you don't necessarily need to know the president or be with the president. And then lobby president and sana constituency necessarily. And I think and also a game changer because Obi bet me an appointment. Yes, we'll fee Takrade constituency. As on party for ne on in and even though on paper the chief Takrade constituency, he's lived all his life in Accra. Or no uncle a 20 party for if Takrade constituency bar. There's no connection. Yeah. He doesn't know them. No musu nimuno. Into way a stranger to the other and vice versa. And I think we know if I do to me implement here can bring stability to appointments as far as the party is concerned. Obi, I also think my kind of personal attribute, my kind of campaign message. The campaign message. The third one too was the structure of his campaign. He was a very organized person in the campaign, and he is a very organized person in nature. Into the campaign, even though you see Dr. Bawumia moving in the north, you will see Hadia Samira moving in the south. Yeah. You will see the Honorable Seche Mensah Bonsu moving here. You see the Honorable Dr. Matopoku Prempo also moving within the Bono zone. You see Obit Sebia Sammy Awuku deployment to Eastern. You see Dr. Ayu Efrino also nemu wa Ashanti. Ti ya tutu bonze kabo nama then your parent nama benwe Jesu wa. So cyclical. Even though the spotlight will just be on the candidate, Dr. Bawumia in the north, around and across the country, delegates are being engaged. And near Buano, I also think, which was a major plus to his campaign team, is almost me forming campaign teams at the electoral area levels. Okay. So the base of the party felt engaged and they were part of whatever he was doing. He had a blend of former CEOs, deputy CEOs, former MPs, former PCs, MPs, and I think his path to victory as was also through Parliament.
Okay, MPs declare
MPs because he had 63 MPs supporting
out of 87.
87, no, he had about 63. Quarter them as 60, and that is significant. And this is almost 2/3 majority, if not 2/3 majority. Into these MPs to also had an obligation to deliver on constituency. Because Untimin could declare now we need more juma. It won't look good or into MPs, so they are so dear beda almost. And Dr. Bawumia in his victory speech over here, he also singled out the MPs, and also catch on say he won't forget them, no doubt, so for what they have done for him. And the love shown. For you, the result Ghana for didn't just happen. It didn't just happen. Strategic campaign. I think so. And my member, the Honorable Seche Mensah Bonsu Abaso, he the chairman of the campaign. Okay. And he was also ably assisted by the Honorable Frederick Opariansa. Okay. As the campaign manager. Then you had Nana Kumia, Anthony Cabo, myself, Lolo Augustin Blay, Dr. Ayu, and Honorable Ejesoa, and the team who were also anchoring the honorable Osei Chairman Sabons in the team no inti but sad dia mabubo ina no and yes no be any designation and I say areas will deliver. Whereas Mabo Ejeso he was in charge of the field operations. Wabo Prayer said as campaign manager, he was also coordinating almost every weekly meeting and daily meeting. And then every week he would have to get in touch with those on the ground to take feedback, what we need to do, the intelligence. They also will tell you what is happening. Let me say my job was to make sure I supervise the youth campaign of the campaign team. No, it was a group of young people put together. I'm not youth, but I was supervising them.
Youth.
When I was a boy, I thought like a boy. Now I'm a young man. Sometimes I feel say Charlie, I come cool. But then I also lend myself to the fact that it is their time. Into how you can also pitch against the young people in the register, and they themselves brought out the issues affecting their young people and how the campaign message should be structured to woo them. And the youth campaign also delivered a segment. You had those also looking at women. You had those also looking at foreign diaspora branches. So almost everybody had a role to play. Virus, Dr. Champon, Emmanuel Latifa, and Sumomo shared the external branches there. You have unions who are also on the field with Honorable Ejeswa and the candidate. Then Afe the 8, Noama Frimpoma, and Kosia Menu, Ellen, and Kwesiboche, Kofi Tonto, and Jennifer Quinn also had a different role that they also had to play to help the man. You will see just the candidate talking.
But there is a structure behind
a lot of things are happening simultaneously. And it's true that Dr. Bawumia also picked some lessons from the 2023 campaign and also picked lessons from the 2024 general elections.
In Diama, Nioma Bia, AC 2023, Muhui correct this time.
A lot.
In the campaign this year, it was more organized than the 2023 campaign.
I think so. It was more organized and the interactions were frequent. We pick the feedback early and we make adjustments. It was more organized. I bought the campaign team chaired by the Honorable Osei Chairman Sabons, Honorable Parian Sambasono. Because once things were happening, they quickly pick it. And some of it, so my candidate, you don't have to let the candidate know. So be only distracted. Then keep focused and deliver.
See, I think after this phase, the next big phase, unity in the party
and reconciliation.
When you do a quick scan on social media, I mean, commentary, I have varied. Obviously, Omulusu will not be happy, but some of them, and then screenshots be of some WhatsApp groups be a man for share on social media in some about say someone am winning my bar about me also be the campaign on 2028 those things. And some of them so accuse you for something you said. I think the last
I said it here, but I think you also know that it was twisted.
But I want to give you the opportunity to clarify. Bawumia one support you onya power on your mobile chia. No, but that's the report on Obi.
Let me repeat what I said. Can't with so. Name there's one baby a chichre no. One year son no. Me say Obi. Let me quote me sure. It be a better paraphrase, a better direct quote. See Obi, elections we no at Dr. Bawumia near me P.
Yes. Okay, I remember that.
And I'm saying Obi, and I will be Sam sad. I'm saying Obi. 2024. Ebia na nyame hihye na bai na ni nyina asusu nyame nsem isanse ebia nipa ni bi odinani to wo so
yes
na ohwe the dynamics akoso this campaign and elections you would have made appointments bi on mo a ko beka say esenka we mum de enkam de ne hye ha and esenkam de ne hye and that was what I said and I'm saying it has taught him so many lessons and it is fair that on also as human he learns from it.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean say and you winning election, you winning primaries. MPs no corner cancer. But say now his focus is to win the 2028. Now, you should work together to win. Or say one supporting me, now say you are willing to work with me for us to work together towards 2028. No be huge man with an open heart and open arms. To deliver victory. But say one now Oko winning we is also undermining one. Obi, it will be unfair. Say Papa no be winning every. Now you expect to say Papa no efa mpo crowd treatment no. And I say democracy until you are drinking in Kofako. We have to support various candidates. But any people one more or say yeah no man supporting her, he's human. Oh quadie. Na omahine. Say na ibi anene boku si atafre. Now say omahine say you won't be a good candidate. Obi say we be and you will be surprised. Son no so as human as he is. But that doesn't mean there's a party. That's why he's part of it. And a party so that you work with different people. But the good news is after elections, what the person will demonstrate, say genuinely, may not be here Juma for you to also cross insurance that way. Obi wo hono mo on the one fierce here in your campaign. But the more the bebo the better say Paul Awamantem But let me give you a typical example. The late Ferdinand Yim Kufuor in 1998, Ferdinand Yim supported J. Kufuor, but or not supporting Nanado. But after the primaries in Sunyani, the late Ferdinand Yim Ebwa Kufuor to the extent that he became more or less Kufuor's right-hand boy. Into that doesn't mean so Nipana supporting in the primaries. Nipano, but Nipano near afterwards. The betcha say it was differences in opinion. But here we are the me boawo am also wait me do anim and obi obetimi ni nipa fie funu ba kwaba e bi enyo na be boawo obi share bontin suni obefa osenua odo be fro abrabo atwede no na osusu kodo abeka se e bi aminua krent mi amoame but abontin suni no aboame ne happens in our daily lives
then na ofri se be ma unity reconciliation are difficult.
You see, I share the results. So let me start from the results. The results no emma a room for Obi to challenge
or hold the system to ransom.
Hold the system to ransom at all. Equia 4951 beer. Somebody can raise a whisker and say system has not been fair to me. Whereas the party delegates see a hine 2 a 4. Etimia establish a bigger gap between number 1
and then number 2.
It gives you the confidence and the comfort. Say, I had a party for any chre. Tiyanko boa penny. I know you're one. So the results for me is a good one.
Okay.
Number 2, the character and the talk of the candidate and also will play a key role.
Nipa
winning, you know. Say party ne be nim and then no. It be depend on nipa ne so pa because obe focal point for people to rally around. And I can also tell you, say, Papa no right from the beginning, the victory speech and the subsequent speeches awama emra adehye ne mpanifo ekosra no. He said it say mumie twini pamrem yenye adwuma yenna yen working towards an NPP victory in 2028. And Dr. Bawumia, what you see is what you get. But the kind of studio had that he doesn't fake. And until now, for the first time, when people realized he was unhappy during the peace part, they says, Dr. Bawumia, there be who knows. So it shows that he's human. Until that he's not happy with something, you will see it. But his approach will be different from say be obi there obekasa uti no will observe and he will register his displeasure through his demeanor. Inti niame then say the unity we are all seeking or share the results, it gives us comfort. And number 2 in Shishaya and also they to aquam meeting every stakeholder. We share my shebedrum for we share concerns for we share agents have and just aftermath. You still have many groups who are yet to go.
After 2023, you know, say Onoa pro other aspirants now. But this trip, we've seen
Dr.
Duchum going home to congratulate him.
And yes, these two.
And
then I also know. Yes. On Dr. Brian Champon, so Akasa on phone. I also do know so me and yes I do know, but I also think he's also been in touch with the Honorable Kennedy Japan and then aside. But mind you, Papa Niha.
Yes.
Uniha. Yes. Let's not speculate. And me and the NC be so when there's
so we have questions.
Some more media for no there. Assembly work around and see.
Brian
but what I'm saying is that Papa Muniha.
Okay.
With Tian and Chikaka. Me show so bar and she say be a guaquem. Almost so now Muntimin and Mechiano managing. I think they will. Because all the aspirants, you know. They have expressed their
willingness to
support.
I get that. I get that. But who was an advisor to his campaign and to him personally? Would you advise him, sir, Charlie, if any of the aspirants the energy say on the body language, Charlie and move on. The focus is 2028. Everyone is our advice.
No.
And you think that he should still insist on getting them on board?
So two things. All of them are expressed willingness. So many it's a good starting point. And Mobia and Sujangun where there's none because we any pan on your my and none of the aspirants and what demonstrate say. Obe undermine Juma Papa Neso.
Yes.
On that basis, you do work for such a permutations here they to come in. And I don't think we will get there. I know genuinely and willingly Nini Anoma are willing to support him to win. Not just his personal victory of the NPP.
Are you one
as for little teasing and trolling here and there, and they're a part of the political game. And it will be. Two even constituency elections. We are trolling Koso on platform. Two regional we are a Koso. Or two national officers we are a Koso. Now Pimu and Kazadia presidential and even parliamentary primaries. Inti they are normal. Near answer say ye shema it degenerating into say a bed drag for a long time. Then the Uniana or no the candidate winning or Ben or Cranoa was him pushing away. And not there at the problem, but behind the scenes, Nipa me bobo mudin around the campaign. Yen na so papa na dey say yes say ye want to reach out to supporters of the other candidate, which we are. Cabo Frebi na me Frebi opariansa Frebi Jesu wa Frebi na na komia Frebi or say che opariansa and 8 or around them. We are all reaching out to them. It's one family and none of them so soon wa wakasa say oh minimum me yejuma. It's a matter of the Bawumia side sitting down to strategize and accommodate.
Is it possible, say eventually, on naming a campaign team, we may see names key players in the other campaigns as part of the campaign team for the general elections? Possible, sir?
Oh, then now it's in his bosom.
But so we are not advising.
We are fair ordinary shame those who are willing to help you.
Okay.
Me jidi se nipa no eyobia genuinely or person oboano. Nipa na demonstrate so ne be ye adwuma. Nipa no so hwe na ho keka. He means well.
Yes.
Why not? The person should be able to have a role to play in his campaign. I know the immediately said, when say it is or salad, or lettuce or cabbage or carrot or cucumber, or the whipping cream niguswa, not just an hour can in Afra, and Bawumia will be the whipping cream for the campaign team on the Beguso. I have no doubt in my mind, say, will be who means well, of course. And you see, one party, almost spread it across the various campaigns, no. We could we could so let me give you an example. Say Charles need take table.
Yes.
Even though we are supporting Dr. Brian Champon, almost every week, you know, or Fred Cabo, or Fred Corbia, who's in charge of the man social media, Fred me, or Fred, you know, so you're Fred. We just have Wapapo. The last time I'm about, I said, no, UK. And I now no make a chance, say, Onfi Hono, na Omra. na campaign na koso wa ha enye Sheffield o say be no so baby o se no wa na nyime no obobo no inti ono say this week say me na kasa be twice.
Oh, okay.
No a cabo so any dim come. So it's across. You get it. When they mean well,
is he willing to join?
No need choice
To campaign for Dr.
Papa no need choice.
Sir.
Oh, massa. Only choice. Ono kufinu tiemia. Kind of memes need choice.
And also be joining.
Yes. That's all. Basu no obey congratulate you. So uni anom I don't know mukoya no.
What beating into a superior strategy.
Said that na be of friend na mumsu nya to no congratulate first. Kwa na fe na ya to conversation so. Enti normal.
Yeah.
Normal. And me when we speak to them, I don't see the unwillingness on their part. On the Obitsa Akwesi Ajiman.
Yes.
Akwesi Ajiman, even though it was with the brand campaign, Akwesi Ajiman had worked with us on the branding and the creative arts team for Dr.
In 2023.
In 2023 and 2024.
Okay.
But Akwesi made a choice, and politics and democracy is about choices. Ko supported Dr. Brian Obiti say no so kind Eric Chum.
Yeah, Eric Chum.
Eric Chum was more or less our branding guy during the 2024 campaign. But in primary see Onufi Muko another place.
Okay.
Then we put together a new branding team. Good fellow Katie Dansumisa, Nanaya Omante, Benagri, Kojo Ponkroma Monia Adeno too. And Miracle supervised them. And Jefferson Saki. Okay. But they put off a fantastic branding area. Fantastic. In fact, in all fairness, Dr. Bawumia's branding in 2023-2024 was totally different from our campaign in 2020. You could see our short videos, the animations, and this. So these guys now, for me, I'll be surprised if Dr. Bawumia will say so. No, before from no, he will instead maybe let them build upon what they did. You have young people who led the youth campaign team. They've done a fantastic job. What he can do for them as a campaign is how we can strengthen them to work harder, have a strategy on these Gen Zs. Generation Alpha. See, how do we make sure they get all these people and a majority of them to help your candidate in 2028? It's going to be a cocktail. Yeah. And I also think we have some sharp guys. The other camps in you drill down, then because a Bawumia win will be a win for the NPP and will be a win for Ghana. But I hope I've cleared a comment now and comfort twisting on.
I think you
number. So yes, yes, from America. Ube program where they are sending me a link. Now me sending me a link. They are showing me butchering here. Yes, oh, I had a savage butchering. It's link nini. Now I have. And at the end of the day, my own friend watching them all. You just you pronounce you guilty as child. Oh yes, I don't know. Masunda was over here. But let me clear. That was a complete misrepresentation.
Yeah. The other thing will be, I think one of the videos I mean, and among for a play on that, say, Honorable Kennedy Japan in one of the concession speeches, Neka said, 2028, 3 years away. Now say, everything is BBA Timisi, and yeah, I think what can be used as a BBA Timisi. What is our video?
I heard, but because me and a Casamafono, and I wasn't part of
on team. Yeah, but somebody with a Bawumia camp, oh, you're worried.
Oh, I'm not too worried.
Okay.
I'm not. I have no doubt in my mind that Honorable Kennedy Japan means well for his brother. As for contest there, Bakasan Moyana we better look. Let's not pretend.
Yes.
Say my friend Katusha rocket here. Na name fee one side.
Yes.
And you said the Bawumia side pen and now we were receiving. You also have people from our side that almost to be money.
Sure.
It's the most important thing is how collectively we come together.
Yes. Yes.
I have no doubt in my mind. Say the Honorable Kennedy Japan, Dr. Brian Champon, Yao said Duchum doctor, an engineer, Kwabena EJ Japan, Kala, former boss. They mean well for them.
But Ufri Eastern region, were you surprised with Brian performance? Elections, Raymond.
I actually expected him to win the region.
Okay. Now expectations will be winning Eastern region.
Because
is that what your data was telling you?
Well,
before elections?
Our data told us we're going to win.
So why were you expecting him to win?
Because we're trying a campaign team now.
Yes.
And the messaging from the Brian side. One of the things they kept hammering on was that they financed the Eastern Region.
Yeah, Eastern Region campaign for 2024.
And then again that of the MPs and all.
Yes.
So they made a pitch. It had some impact too on some of the polling stations for and painted even young MPs as ungrateful. Even though we challenged some of the claims make here. Fast forward. But we also had a strategy. Me when I pious stay a whole studio. Now me want a constituency here Juma for Dr. Bawumia. And me I had yes. I mean pious on more. Pious lost a soldier man. He couldn't deliver it for Dr. Brian Champo. In Tikas at the end of the day, former Juma. Me and Bema and Yenchen and also AJ.
Yes.
MP for New Jabe no.
Okay.
Or no Dr. Brian Supie. To was or no so and now more born to one.
Now so one
yes, yeah, Juma de Bois, Dr. Bawumia. And Dr. Bawumia won New Jabe North.
We need South and so Befi.
Yes, we need Befi so. What I do know. They say Eastern region, even though na MPs not do now Dr. Bawumia fan. There's also the pressure to you so. Look, I mean, don't joke. The pressure to MPs because now
MPs now I'm more supportive Bawumia.
About 15 of us out of the 23 or so. No, na Obi na pressure them. But my memo, there's a silent group. Na me bobo mudin. Let me commend them for the work they also did for Dr. Bawumia. That is our people who work in corporate Ghana.
Ghana.
And the young professionals who work in the ministries, departments, agencies.
More identify as MPP for.
More identify a Dutch government of Dr. Bawumia will serve the nation well. The truth of the matter is that almost also not on the quiet. We see them, we honor you. Now, Dr. Bawumia won't forget you. Obi, in 2029, one thing I also do know is that the scar of our people, they were gainfully employed as Ghanaians. A buyer way at terminating appointment letters of young Ghanaians in excess of over 80,000. Obi, now because young Ken which has a grown head over a big crap put figures on January for my terminated debut how you are here. Almost all the agencies of state through no fault of theirs, and people are being judged by Mrai former Jumem, not by their qualification and as a Jumon beats me Ayama or my buy. So whereas a Bimutifino almost so Makawe Jumems who are living in fear. And gradually, we are also doing an audit of all these Ghanaians living in fear in the various ministries, departments, and agencies. And Yabompa is saying, "Yakupon mwaye na ondumye na Ghana for NPP mrabemo." I don't think we got everything right. Ubuhono mwa oyejuma ewo state-owned enterprise be wabua party NPP kwa. Anyano one ho de ntimi ankobu kra na contribute to but na na open say o qualify for promotion e wadwumem enye say on deserve o qualify o say ni nua a no pokran qualify na ye pagya no amana rise I don't think that we are going to repeat Sanya maybe in 2029. We are going to be deliberate and intentional. Say we create fair and equal opportunities for Ghana for almost so no almost deserves a big pijam. And no almost so almost yesu almost so my boy.
But that is you being very sure say more about by 2029.
Towards it. Look, in 2016, NDC lost by 169. In 2020, almost a 50-50.
We are 137, 138.
And they have a buzz, so many over 180 something. And this is 180 something plus MPs. Bibri Mejuma. Bibri Mejuma.
As is Parliament.
Parliament. Just here betuaba on something. Then they are repo of normal bar. And as I was in Parliament till like 8 p.m., 7:30 p.m. And from the majority side, no one do even 50.
Majority.
No one do even 50. Minority side, yes, we do better 30. Okay. But Ukra 180 something. If you don't think, say, every election be an Abekonu its own dynamics. One thing I'm a percent, you more corporate Ghana. Almost state-owned enterprises. The show is that we are coming in 2028. On the ground, just as we did in 2016. And we definitely will correct the wrongs of the past.
Yeah, but
one thing that we can also assure our Dr. Bawumia is that we'll reinstate all those who lost their jobs through this callous act of this government. Because they deserve to work as young Ghanaians. Until cut down, you see, about who wins in Sanso.
But who says our promise would mean say you are doubling a buying budget for salaries.
You terminate your crown in Fenipa and Kenya Bonio.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
What are they going to do?
You have to, once you are expanding,
yes,
the various sectors. You
would also sack people.
No. You don't need to sack. But once you are expanding the sectors, our economy no grow. You should be able to absorb people. If NDC meant well, you said all the shift never. Three shift system.
Yes.
24-hour economy.
Yes.
We say number 2 go to press our parliament. But all the 3 shift system, morning, afternoon, evening, dawn near the why do you have to sack people? Debit and credit. But if you are determined to create employment opportunity, there's no problem. If a buying be about Ojidi say, the supporters are almost so
yes,
they also deserve an opportunity to also work. Any problem, but make sure say you are not doing that by sacking young Ghanaians. They said the next phase of what the NDC is doing in some of the state-owned enterprises is conducting something they are hiding behind, say a HR audit. After Yasaki almost 100,000 young Ghanaians, the next phase here HR audit. HR audit, police ni person chewa obi. Police when you're in policing your free be urban sabotage. When in funding come on bet what it means. Or better out the whole day. What do you a targeter? And operate to a few. Okay. About 9 on Nibone, about 2 on cross a red light. I thought when about 6 are grown year guno or across our packet or check on near my face. She knew cross a first aid box. When your first aid box was my check it type pressure. That's what they want to do. In Tianon, you making sure that there's some smoking Ghana. You better clear another face of young Ghanaians. But we are telling the NDC that Ghana no here for one person. Today, if you go to Yoko and NIB almost every day, just say I said people are being deliberately targeted near from for interrogation on daily basis.
Yeah,
hundreds
you
of
are accounting for
there's no problem in accounting.
People.
But when it becomes a witch hunting, one thing I want these state institutions to also know: let your loyalty be to the state. Abide there, Look, Obi, there was a time Professor Mills was Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces.
Yes.
Within minutes, Nanko for Shebrasisa. Until Otewana is when the NPP for the Yama tallest and artist state-owned institution, be it Yoko, be it NIB, be it OSP, be it say, Mr. Let your loyalty be to the state. No be nimchina. The Abia, the Panene, what try as yes targeted them. Now make sure say be a better na boss who the next maybe you may never know 2029 that's going to be your boss in that institution. Timeya na mreye ninkaso We are all just a little dot in the hands of God. Into me, Obi to me, it doesn't really attract me, Obi, because I've seen the commander-in-chief, the commanders-in-chief laid in state, they couldn't command a mosquito. So they are mortals.
Yeah.
And you've seen them. You've paid your last respect to these commanders-in-chief. So powerful men at a point couldn't command mosquitoes. Intimate fan show team said Yamao list hundreds of people, thousands way mono, yes, target him. Now also so no Nipa no bema instruction baby. When you say I see obey before you complain, but for drink a tone enough for drink Juma. When the chips are down, that person will no longer be there as the head of institution. Now no ye ni ma show. So na super fortune my boss who deal money ni adeno. Tomorrow, me say nipa na be ayensa, that person may end up being your boss.
Yeah.
Nipa no ni adwen pa. Upijawa or show be a border. Not work now for the sumba. Say enkofo encantamin dinsie enye.
I am a bit amused at the way the confidence I was at 2029 Mobe sign about power. You seem to be downplaying the might of the NDs.
I'm not downplaying the might of the NDs. Every election cry needs its own dynamics. But one thing I know for sure, Obi cannot cry. NPP win more primaries after a successful primaries win. There's some new wind blowing in the party if you monitor the social media.
That's in the MPP.
In the MPP. That is key because the MPP itself, you're reorganizing before you can face your opponent. Your core election way. And now, hey, it will towards Sandema. K BBC or Kwabri is K BBC or a Takwa Insua.
Yes.
Obi, ka conversation. Can you be talking to me about violence? You'll be talking to me about agent Oman Simon. They say more media for Munya Shenka on say Adeni peaceful. They say more next year you better achieve reconciliation. The confidence I have, once the MPP internally, we only have to manage and be still on my emotional. Yesterday I had cause to call one of the people almost a year in the campaign. Say, Papa, campaign here. Videos ni bi ni ade na atobo nipa no so te ase ese so couple ade no pokwa de old one bi na ya na cruise no on person bobo na ye di na mso na old one so cancel. But fast forward, we still have to manage some of comments. I am clear in my mind. Say I'm speaking to corporate Ghana, young professionals. I'm speaking to
why the deliberate way on corporate Ghana?
Because that is the middle class. If I'm speaking to the young people working in the various state-owned enterprises, we hear of your struggles every day. We see the struggles every day. We hear of the panic and the threats you are going through. We will never forget. But most also, elections have consequences. First, now you also we see you na wenyano. Two fan who before one kotuaba. First, I also we no wenyano. Ofa we who before one kotuaba. Ekobaye. Se kacha no ma se nisu ano osun di asembeba nei yen fi ba anye mpokra no na nke ye wo ho no nyare so ntiapo but say ni de we mba o ma mo hu se wo no they don't even need you in the organization. You can have a whole director me akoto na to an office where you can newspapers pe the expertise as a Ghanaian ene nyema wo no ye ma na de kan newspapers pe na je wia wati Ekosiisen wa fa ne bag 5:30 no coffee. So the state then is meanwhile and you see obi a ha more yeah because these are Ghanaians or the anyano say sabio aban for ban won so mo sent to sabotage the policy makers of the day. Then you have a cost to it may reduce a director near the nakwa a district manager. A director at the head of
is this new?
For me, I find it, but it's not something that must be supported. When you go through all the processes, or your director, where reduce to a district office. This person, and I mean, have a renewed hope and confidence. We can work back for you to get your dignity back. You see, many high-profile institutions of state, general managers, directors, near the my desk officers, so mon cocaine, says paper no crab in your PMP, biniho. And so mon cohen no more to bet me a co director be office. Daytime, no je coco melon, penny or shen cola cartoon. Not stated to Anaka. So, me say, don't be dispirited, don't be disenchanted, don't be disillusioned, don't be disoriented. It is a call for you to say, look, a woman said, let's have a renewed heart. Dr. Bawumia. And that dignity that you have lost since this government came will be restored when the NPP is back in office in 2029.
Yeah, but if they've lost their dignity by losing their jobs, some people have been repaid.
Two things.
Yes,
they might lose jobs.
Demotion.
They said that demotion.
That's fine. But I won't say when you are being demoted,
because
somebody is being also promoted. It is any panel also or more promoting or no. We'll also work hard for the government that promoted him. In a zero-sum game, really.
Zero-sum game. Obi, me say, Crawford be Oman Twaba because of Yawo Mukumu. And I've given you an example. Those who, the middle class especially,
yes, they
felt that their government didn't look out for them in many of these state-owned enterprises. That's a feeling. Because Otimimu Ononi Junior,
yes,
near promoting ahead of him. It is Hanipano, because this person, mind you, I'm not near be a war position. Ebi abosumi be an 100 citizens in 200 and all this support a constituency. You buy one kasa ope ebi minister na deputy minister na ambassador na deputy ambassador na CEO and me all can say na buy near na ba be head of organization on one pejano. And some of our own people who are also heads of these institutions they didn't treat our supporters well in this organization. Nipano among the yaw. Unfortunately for this victim of our CEO and a deputy CEO no and a head of institution and a minister no ebufu ama instead say bi anko bekwa koyeduma. I came into contact with a friend Nkobo paddle.
Yes.
Na or dem bon ko say Sammy munya no ba ko paddle yem nti mama nto aba tio ba nkukwa mama nto aba no e ka me boy ya me ma ebusuafo ni bi me mom transport na msna want to abana o ma ebusuafo so Sammy say na ne ABCD na me hwepa say me asoso no omom wo ma simple cra me training om ne promote om na me so no nyese me ye nchen. And this person now is telling me say you and me buy cra there a frying pan to fire. So this person is now telling you say Sammy, in fact ma say you doctor BMU say ni afa ye mu bi ani so we are willing to work times 2. That is the spirit that I want. And I believe that, and that was what helped us to mobilize the young people and the professionals
in 2016.
And what gives me the confidence is in 2028, so Dr. Bawumia is clear in his mind. So every Ghanaian, you're sidelining these young professionals. He's determined to make sure we restore sanity in our public sector, give them an opportunity to work. Ubi a general manager, director, so and so. You can't say political pant, na bebo football nibi. But Ukruma and our constituency, and I say BB our weekend. And no from almost manage a party at the base. No, Okakre won't fatal much. Once we need Yanini Panay. But just as we did for Ekufuado, President Ekufuado, Obi, some of us were instrumental with the middle class, the young people, and all. We will do that for Mahmoud Bawumia.
But there seemed to be a stumbling block.
Which one?
In way to achieving our objective. Number one, voting population, a very young voting, and as dominated by the youth.
Yes,
as you are aware. Good. It has been said, the NDC now looks more attractive to these young people than the NPP. And that's number one. Number two, Oshamo stronghold the Ashanti.
I think you have to repeat it again. That point.
Me say, it's been said by many people. Say the NDC looks more attractive to these young people than the NPP. Me just say what TB. And I say number one. Number two. Say offer Ashanti region I am a stronghold now. The NDC government nominated a 34-year-old to be regional minister. probably the youngest ever to occupy that position. Very active on social media, engaging the followers on social media, and you find some young Asante say, okay, minister and you better join it, and these people are making it obvious on social media.
Don't be fooled.
Are they? Is it created?
Created.
Oh, how?
Created. I'm not discounting the fact that the young man, doctor, is playing his role as a young regional minister. And I think, sir, I mean, the feeling, sir, young people can do the work is there. But don't let it seem that President Mahama can appoint young people into government. Don't let it seem so.
No, make us
about 2017. President Akufo-Addo had many young people in government. Then why he was a young boy? Kodia. He was a former regional youth organizer.
Yes.
At that time. If I know a regional youth organizer, I cannot be so opposed. The deputies was Lydia Tiemo, who was youth coordinator for Canada. Bashir, who was also our communication. They were all young people. Honorable Asenso Boache, Abu Jinapo, were made deputies chief of staff. Very young people. In fact, me as a young person, I was made board chairman when there were senior people on the board. Look at Asigri. Look at Rocky. Many, Kofi Ofosun Kansamo, and many of the young people that the President Akufo-Addo appointed. In terms of getting young people in government.
But to have a young person in Ashanti region as the minister, that is new. That's something of it.
And no being new.
Yes.
We are talking about the work. Nipa must produce some results.
Yes.
So that results, whether we hear Juma or Juma, that accountability day is the day of election.
Sure.
I am clear in my mind with the selection of our flag bearer.
But inroads in stronghold. That's the point I'm making.
We are contest.
Yes.
We have a fashionable strategy for our strongholds. And to make no mistake, and not the trust the elephant on any day. To have the resilience to fight back. When people have written us off, that's when the NPP rises to the occasion. In 2016, President Mahama in Volta region was the NPP for no cannot even manage their internal affairs. Until there's no way they can win the elections to manage the affairs of the country. Ghana was, oh really? You are thinking for us? For real? They gave him a sack. They demonstrated that, look, Yebema NPP ne President Akufo-Addo. And mind you, in 2016, the party 2015-2016 was in turmoil. We had sacked our national chairman, sacked our affairs vice, sacked our general secretary. Even on daily basis, Joy News, Evans Mensah, just a 5:30 and you BM Shishi and top story. Today, NPP tightens his news around it. Then it be my friend. I'm say Evans. The party no, but the Ben Pan area mo dey be any the top story. And as well mo dey say news on. And I'm saying news dey be ni ruling party. This on a lighter note, because Obi winning na Efemufie and came out strong with huge majority in parliament.
Yeah, but you have to also agree, Sammy. The dynamics then. You were in office as a national executive,
as a youth leader.
You will not be youth leader in 2028.
Yes, but the party, I'm confident that they are going to put a very solid team for national executives to back Dr. Bawumia.
Really?
Oh yeah. I'm clear. Look, Dr. Bawumia and we are the Fejema and why elected. It do the selection of our national officers. Delegates, they are not gullible. Yes. Mobia may hide behind Obi. Don't hide behind the flag bearer. Don't hide behind. So now you win.
Contest on your own.
Contest on your own. Party for no share Juma waye. Baby, I would just say uto sino. Catch a party for no. Baby, I also you also de banom.
Yes.
Catch a party for no the what to senieni. Me wo jide kase say party for no will select very tough cookies to back Dr. Bawumia to campaign. And not MPs. Yes, we are who they so. Yes, also I activists and former officers. No. Yes, we have a backy team. No. And Obi, some of us are also not going to play a docile role. Such as a teaching young Casabian Shake. The constituency Juma de maybe, but may national. I'm telling you. Because I say I have been motivated enough by the results of last weekend, and I'm clear say the part, the MPP's base, the middle class, and our face also no the upper class.
But the middle class is gone. You've lost the middle class.
And our policies also helped the lower class, the pro-poor policies. From Kufuor's time, a more school feeding program, free maternal care, free mass pregnancy, free bursing system, NHIA,
for the poor
for the pro-poor.
But my point is
Kufuor brought an ambitious one of free SHS. So meaning that our policies when it comes to pro-poor, the middle class, now I say, there are various reasons
that
why.
That was a traditional base for you, but more
fantastic. But you see, we're mobile. You're not able to hold on. Quite a good number of them are regretting that we emotions. So
when dollar is stable, look, when fuel prices
good
down,
price or the other. Yes, inflation about to 3 point something.
Yes, 3.8.
And you're be very candid to yourself. Me pe obi a wakache me say a more bottle anameton. So because inflation about from
inflation about the rate of appreciation prices they stable and ranisa
me person be so catch me say with the dollar as say any cedi na incommodate say yes you know esan cost kakra. Let me even say around 11. Even though Abuchi has the dollar or no trading on post 12, let me middle ground of 11. Obi, you cannot also separate the rate of inflation from a foreign exchange conversation. But the other one say, there's something artificial happening. Oh, you're stabilizing seed, as a boarding. And now think you have problems with even mass transportation. Why? Inti driver for no any car owners no dey seven pray the omo nim nyanza senka fu owners wa bafom. I don't know why they not releasing their buses. Aban FA na say aban TS krom say ye car owners say.
But you don't disagree say fu or boa
bafom. I don't disagree.
You don't disagree.
I don't disagree.
And
but this is not the first time. Kufuor's time.
Yes.
In fact, until Sena Ekoya could do almost $120 per barrel. Aban we are lucky. The time in Amansen Gaso, it means sometimes between 50 and 70. So the international factors too are there. Don't discount it. There's no way anchor the prices of crude international market now $120 per barrel. You bet it fools. Are you disputing that? Yeah. It means that international factors that can also affect when you be a Kosovo. And the strength of a government and an economy is when in the face of external shocks you are also able to navigate through. NPP didn't leave the dollar at 17.
It was 14.
It was 14. So meaning say you go through even challenges and all. And the Dr. Bawumia's initiative say you have gold for oil, gold for oil, gold for reserves, any other to show up your currency. And in fact, sanctions be brand America good Russia and other country. The Russian economy too had been their currency being backed by gold. Not just the oil, which they're a major producer. What other countries are saying. So, me say the middle class now can say, yes, we've had a problem with the middle class. But I'm confident as a flag bearer started with this stakeholder engagement, we've learned some lessons. And some of the policies, look, the President Akufo-Addo government, I can tell you for a fact, was one great government. We didn't get everything right. But definitely as a human government, there were some policies to be on hindsight, and that is why we are having a 360 view of Niemani Biancos and the things that affected the middle class, apart from ABS Sikasemni, apart from ABS Niemani Bianane Boko Koso, Ibimoso in an organization was the promotion. Once the flag bearer targeted the issues that affect the middle class, I believe that we can bring back the love. And I have no doubt in my mind, say, Dr. Bawumia and his team, Omotenasia, together with the party, can fashion out a strategy to make sure we score high marks and win the presidency in 2028 and move from the minority to majority also by close of 2028.
Is your confidence born out of the fact that NDC ever presenting new candidate in Tiana?
Say a game of chess. We have made the first move. We are trying to make the almost first move. It is clear that the NDC will present a new candidate. It is clear. Now, yede me aka ye internal party there but okuni ni die na ewo mu no. Let me also commend the member ways. Let me commend the intelligentsia, the academic community for the support they also gave Dr. Bawumia on the various campuses in this primaries. Also supporting us to engage this test conform near the day, and aside that, also helping him to with ideas many beer post if the primaries and post primaries. To my mention the lecturers and lecturer caucuses and those who have stood firm behind the man. So Obi, it back to the NDC side. And they chairman as Nyaman Penny Obedi.
Yes.
Okay. Or may ye interview direct crown at Tessemno or me sure so there was 1 to 2 form enough. Minya confirmation. Me say nuanum bisu bi omunya Yera Haruna Idrisu Martini Ding based on poster well near Bema Musei Mate Yera Julius Debradin Mate Yera Atofosin Ding ono kwa the Christmas so di the constituency for ni bronya pa the finance minister asye next opa betuma bobo constituency bi ahen omo de ma across the country ti ago no BMT as a chairman
so din
a great minister ono sunya bi a obedi we say wa bobe 4 or 5 me amema ba mini say obekwa Professor Jane obi musu sema osu gina mu bi a ebi ebeboa ubewie na fa som number 5 6 eye 5 om na ye die numbers bi pe ebo 5 na chese na o ma chese om ye majority ampa na obi omo die no be ya brimpon ntokwa ko se se na cash bank of onsem na ojiri se NPP die na na ejegine mu a yen ye wie ye die no and nyamencha die we've had some relative peace and stability. I don't wish the NDC luck in 2020. I don't wish the NDC success in 2028. I wish them luck. I don't wish the NDC success in their primaries. I wish them luck. Na yeno ni FM wefina omo ya yenu anumbi wa no mafo di videos ni bia bre ejada ye die nim sise ye wie ye die na kufo na kan azoze ni onpe wa se no bekaze ye nto so aba ballot box wa. It looks transparent as part of his looks, but it's very opaque in his character. It will be. As for bringing back the love, we are reaching out to our friends in the media, our friends, every sector of the economy. NPP is the party of choice. Minim se party no ye wakono esense ye hono ye the competition di obo adon ko don the socialism martin say jack hono
but the NDC now is the most attractive political brand.
What the NPP must do is to improve upon some few things. Our branding must change. The look and feel of the party, the branding, a key. And as you agree with me, Dr. Bawumia's branding even in this campaign was really improved. Was awesome. In the background, how are your stage set up? That's the look and feel of a campaign. And I believe that the campaign together with the party leadership, let me commend Minyanoma, the party leadership too, for any presidential elections committee, for a successful primaries. Our conduct, our party, we had our own reservations about some of the decisions which I made it known. That notwithstanding, Nipaya Adiosayi, Mimbo Mabaso for what they have done. Now we are back to business with party. And I want to urge Minyanum Yera Justin Kodia Frimpon, Chairman Bute, and Minyanuma Omwa, the party headquarters said this is the time I want to be taking some sober reflection near sure what can be done at the party level. Now you find how the party's brand and image out there. Because branding is key. Obi, you bet me a pack. Look, let me give you 2 drugs, malaria drugs. Me person me bo but could be a foreign. What they show team says a malaria drone. And on our corner ye trauma why besa yes also will be drone and also sebi. But packaging tino yamwa who say we ne die. We no more offer back 8 hours say not the next one within 2-3 days. But also yes channel anchor the mount. So we no 2 be no 2 months a day. But packaging na obunini they are turning there no they so the look and feel And I think that is where the NPP too, as part of its reorganization. And I have no doubt, say, look, we have enough time to sort out these things. We have enough time.
Very well. My main kind message is Canadian fan common we free honorable Kojo Bajaman or say Obi tell Sammy he has not called me yet to console me and bring me on board and bring me back on board. And that's Kojo Bajaman and Odiwe Abrayen. We say Obi tell him I am coming. He shouldn't run away. He should chop his house matter. Who would be their running mate? Donko Fusaini, Deputy Director General, National Service Authority in charge of finance and administration, and on the way about and can be about
sorry about my channel.
Yes, also quite assemblies. Yes, but
now obedi
National Service.
Obedi first no DC.
Yes.
Enti no so no mampani by wa wona benim na so I post na assessor.
Oh yeah.
So I'm for saying nanti assessor because Deputy Director General of National Service Authority. But he's one person, in all fairness. He's also been a good communicator for them. He's worked through the party. Obi, I love to celebrate young success. And from both sides. Nipano or ye jumano ye buano no kon anymore. It's good because you see, on also we take care of other young people. And that is the delight when you also have young people too around you. It's your boy. And I'm happy say almost also no yebi. Dr. Bawumia like this has a lot of young people around him. And I think so we NPP ni when we say Fuseni. Mini Fuseni donko. Efie Biso. No so be the Deputy Director General. Not just also born modern Dr. Bawumia ba also bet me akoni. And obi make us say mama sans wa kase media ni mbiem. Agenda setters or more media ni. Yenu buy omoyi omudi ewom amom appointment wa wanya binya hwe bra ye no be yedwuma selection no yedwuma obi na meka senyezi yedi ewom kraso ye bebo bi ewom kokofo aye selection asa wusum nyame se obekọ heaven na brunya edu kwasi adedu wakọ asori dem obi okọ do bible father bible yibi na rapture si wasori dem
na wan kobi
obi who say o to them ho na to mu media for no media houses np o to them ho who say nkofo rasro ye rasro na fe so na sili nti wan ko heavy ni bi o bible so ade ko ye evidence wa kwaso no kwabra na ti wachi wa wi bible ne ko nti o bedu fie na ka se o me kwaso ba rapture na amfa mu ni evidence nti minia me ka se ye NPP adwuma o ye producer o ye present me se boa na ye adwuma ne man honte na man you be agenda man wa ban nim na fearless independent any transparent any bold journalism no enye adwuma ewo media houses ni na nye say asemu ni opposition party nim kra no a kubra no opposition party ni meda bama so wonim se koko pharmacy ye wo mo teso omusika si etuamom yentuamom we are aware said the prices of things and society but eja oso bia meka ne ya na bia select cruise selection oma ye wie omom be ko no ko mo amaka kire no yensumum na dankwa ma bia no yesu akai
we say Obi tell Sammy that why did they make their people unhappy? All that he's saying, Ahukosam, all the haircut are no more, fuel is down, inflation is down, VAT reviewed, COVID levy removed. Let us enjoy them. They only got to know they made their people unhappy after they went into opposition. He keeps referring to 2016, but a party that was attractive in 2016 became excessively unpopular in 2024. Charles Kwating. Barobi, Honorable Jojo Rocky Obeng was appointed as the Western North Regional Minister. Very young then, yes. In the Master P and the way, Abba, thank you. We say, Obi, good evening.
Obente Jojo Rocky
after election,
no. Anti-Reagan squad near the Miniano. We are quite bad.
But anti-Reagan squad,
the assessment will have to be done by him because there was no rigging. And you know, the last time I had Rocky buy and I made me buy.
Yes.
Certain obeka say who be here kra na deploy military kra. That's Rocky. Unu anu makwa wo dia say otokusu aman. Na fe allied forces essential. Na ya planning towards 2028. And yes, I be say the buoni aguzu say unime number. Yeah, tie kasa. Yeah, kasa so ahead of election.
But it was a multi anti-Reagan squad for the general election. Now or not down no.
I say you evaluate when it becomes necessary, send this for be the bonia. I say me and that one here should be bisa. When it becomes necessary. But in all fairness, let me commend the young people who work with the Honorable Kennedy Japan, the Honorable Brian Champon, the Honorable Yawase Richum, and the Honorable Kwabneje Japan for a good job. You see, I said something, said when the young people were spread across the campaigns, for me I was happy because they're also using it to build their profile. Now almost so to me the workings in the campaign. Ebi ono nipa na da kwa maybe obekwa be a constituency, obekwa regional, maybe obekwa corporate national officer, maybe obekwa parliamentary and presidential. So a good learning curve. Yeah, you know, 1 week is enough mourning period. We have a bigger task ahead. And the union so more the Bawumia side be in open arms. We have only won the first phase.
Now I don't say 2028. Or we won now UK no only didn't come up.
Then
a year friend saying lady that I think that's how born
Jennifer. Yeah. Maintain a count on bow. On Christmas, me baby. Also, Sammy Awuku, who say you are moving around trying to hey, eradies. Yes, Christa, what that cry near accusing it. Or no say maintain, but me who says Jennifer saw this. Who said this or when in your oh, no. Look, being part of a center right party, it comes with its own Asian prestige. The fact that there are mistakes maybe in the past, Charlie. Because socialist obiti say me person a bomb coffee the boy say omukra appointment to one na akuyi na di kwa a onye bone kofo ni bo omwen this anymore say on person omo enjoy impokra na they are no able to
no mo this yes
because all this yes and I say socialist party they say o the show trim say mo de and say onu di deda and say okotena ba bi impokra na kofo obo live band awetie be say da bia no hye toam hye kuku that be say our party is a party of choice, a party for the middle class, and Ankofo said they want to work hard, a party too for the poor people because of Nehemiah, yes, so the poor in terms of interventions in Nehemiah, and a party too for captains of industries, near employers. Obi, Achiasu Muye, but the elephant will bounce back.
But unim ranking member or Belgium, ranking member Belgium. In the video be called viral and also after several
video by Mantinenka. I video by Nompa. Set ranking
Belgium so Wajidi
Nina Unya means ranking assembly America. But catch a ranking so say Atifa Sochiano.
Okay.
Conscious Sochiano. Ranking. Yeah. Well, Belgium secretary of the NPP.
Belgium secretary, sure.
Yeah, ranking.
But no, county member of Team Ken. Yeah.
Then start here or Team Bawumia.
Oh, okay.
Tina come my DB.
That's how I cool.
Ranking oye prima donna. Say Messi pa brutal. Brutal.
We tell couple that their biggest letdown was those diasporans and people who were not active frontally in the campaign but backed juicy positions. They were insensitive and out of touch with the faithful in the middle class.
Ranking as one different. Okay.
Yeah. Very different person.
Okay.
I think they were insensitive and out of touch with the faithful in the middle class and public service. Next time they must think smart. In your say, diasporans maybe a more position.
Some did well. No. Ebebresu did well. What is a virus? You cannot tell me say he was out of touch with your friend is saying because he was even key in forming some of these volunteer groups.
Yes.
A more ladies groups and quite a good number of them.
Yes.
Fred Chia, someone or Corvette. Fred and I be a member of parliament.
Yeah. Oh no, a diaspora.
Yes, he was from the NPP USA.
Okay.
Ofa Obi to say Michael Lance, I know a former UK chairman. Yes, and also or co-contested with Sojamani be in the primary. So for Obi to say chairman here for that Takrufi. and also now a former UK chairman. Ofo bit is Kwame Prempeh from NPP Holland. No, Beshe PP as deputy head. And these were people that were also still active in the party stuff that we did. Joe Anoche worked very well for us for the NPP USA. No, but see, just that you will still have some examples of people who were out of touch with our people. So almost so no munya broche no mfi bae. Aha no mu fi ya omunya positions. When they got there, they thought say positions omukrana based on the strength of their CV. And that's what some of us kept questioning. So CV is stronger. Nkaban we ba entrem. Aban normal staff. Kra no yesi terminate. If is the strength of Professor Mills, Professor Tifa said he doesn't share in his vision. Yes, vision and you're aligned.
Well, Obi tells Sammy that I agree with him on the fact that Bawumia would have made a lot of the service to himself if he had won the 2024 elections and made appointment. Now he knows who to trust. Again, as a senior advisor to DMB, he should never advise our president in waiting to write Aboboya just to catch the attention of the youth. The youth love him for who he is. Chairman Basti Ewo Takrade. Obi, good evening. Please ask my brother to mention one positive thing President Mahama has done within the past year from his perspective as a member of parliament. In a way, a direct questioner, Eric Ejay or CEO NEIP Seminfa Emusao.
One positive thing President Mahama has done
Mampenyi the last
is to reward Eric Ejay as CEO for NEIP. Eric Asum. You don't think Eric Asum?
Oh no, I think he
Eric.
He deserves the position.
And aside that, no, Eric Abreu. Omuche pose anane de mai. Me hu no parliament. Why ha. Bene me hu na mo se na funa to ni mo edu. President Mahama echa adum shrensu no. When you know Eric, one positive thing I have seen in your government is that he has rewarded Eric too.
The boy from Sumahim Crew.
Yes, Eric Abre. It is a man or one.
Yeah, one man.
But the second so meet me there, man. Yes, but what kind one pay? Let me stick to one.
Also tell couple that whatever the case may be, the NDC will retain
2028. With who?
Anyone can.
They say you don't even have a candidate. Okay. Don't speculate.
I want to too confident.
No. Eric was supporting one. The Chrome ni chairman say don't get here and so one. Or you go for him. And Eric Opoku. Okay. Eric Boda. Omo supporting it. Me metimi abo minyamidi. Etimi abo ni ana me support.
Onzo money nyamidi.
Eric money nyamidi. Cause oye be man wuti no wa send message. E do NPP there no be analysis wa ha. Tier analysis. Na ne be ma ba. Me say Eric, yemfa ne se mo contest o ato. O Julius, o Eric Opoku, o chairman e say dun ketia. O Professor Jane, o Haruna.
Professor Jane is not oil spokesperson in the last election.
And I'm saying Eric Bema, me to in charge so ontimi chairman ya or contest or best supporter.
As much as I acknowledge Sammy's strength as a communicator and his role in leading the reconciliation and rebranding effort of Dr. Bawumia, I think it is important to be frank about the political reality before us. In my view, the NPP has no realistic chance of winning national elections within the next 8 years. A 2028 comeback as things stands appears dead on arrival. For that reason, I believe Sammy Awuku would be better positioned to begin preparing himself for a potential flag bearer role around 2036, when the party may have a genuine opportunity to reconnect with the electorate again. We're free. Paul De Suso. Honorary acting chairman na NDC
NDC.
Yes.
Nimpopa na me ko Worcester Semitini din.
Wajibu
Erico. Says Uncle Moye Dibidao. Because NDC Mabemud after 2016. So they John Dramani Mahama is the commander in chief of the Ghana Armed Forces. Politics is Real Madrid. Real Madrid. Otis Omokoto player say never will we sign on this player. And Chenomo NFU say ever did we say we will sign this player. The chairman and now I want to move no prade akokoto ko enye na bro selection o ma ye mo nimre na ba gibi bi ko Massachusetts ni Worcester ho esa o to war election no cruise no ebe you film me dem me two for where unsolicited advice but me the amount now the giant na yesu
or say Obi, what diabolical wing commander Awuku saying huh the Mujahideen guys are red alert where you Ernest Kofi Owusu bem
say onye bo non congratulating me anu mansa no ne makasa one kabo akasa ne ade but say otimi bold no wakasa o bunya we dey mo bri me say Kofi timi kasa say bunya mo bri me
e no be say me hold you ama Hussein Brasey na Hussein don ko ba san be jam wa kwanyame adom
wa ba ade no o aban mu a say obe kasa be uja kasa no mo
position for
yen ni adwuma your time we need time to deliver until Hussein any route said or say NSA
yes
they say you know sir Nancy I was the chairman chairman is very skillful
the board chairman
no me come national chairman
say don't get okay
obesha obi cruise Edem ready by say Afenyo we ma kosu anu nu mu an asansesa mo ka say e ban all appointees from seeking national service they just want resign and the resignation should be 6 months before
yes
aban so beto no when August was there
e be May
fantastic make there's no CEO or ward and a branch obekwa national chairman who's a board chairman
yes
national chairman a board chairman war Gapoa and a Fifi so your board chairman
Fifi
check
no
Fifi is on any board
no Fifi
or there let me even stay with the chairman I won't complicate my life chairman is Semrano and also apart from board chairs apart from board chairs and the board members you know wow the pre-national service position I just want to debate war I just say China ni obi e count here 4 near to them work China ni ukas on counting ni part 3 out of 4 to them was started 1 ono yo no who 1 o na fe mu na amaka no we 2 3 na film chairman na cheche aduma no say no board chairs ne board ye CD o ma say FIFA ranking ye CD mo amaka na de mo no ye ngim pu na cruise ni so ekosungu Jubilee House ne mampani SOS okay and then they say yes system na chairman so cheche aduma na ba e be du bebo abekwa corporate flag bearer say we no resign who ye chief of staff for ye den ye mad tour 1 year before and chairman so we start akona ye kwe ono na the 2 days oguso thank you to yawa Julius how to work ko bako to na bako work they say no you cannot have 2 people flying at this ti work no ka dem na turn nkoso turn so a chairman no say party assanction and sanction you myself nti ono so no wa mobilize ko da party for ase to aye kwa abaning penifo nkan ho chairman and then the squad and yeko na who say oyonko abogi say share won sunsia nti wo ka che say ye no de no na me my day because
when I be your muradi mate
o dey me say you make it first we dey fancy you flag bearer who ni bi ti me can running mate
almost push
some game of chess we make it first move
also
make you move me say Fuseni ye bema
yes
on can say nipa ya bobodi so me Fuseni donko
that's what be enyi
won't kromo be enyi
you declare they say reset agenda na ye
ti on to on te Ghana have na say chairman nyama pani obi
obi antimi
nyi na on te
obi antimi
nkan
chairman na chance na line
okay so say mama ni nyandu me she video bi wa Santi Achem be independent candidate ko you win here
yes
Anna emissary Kopoku koye bibi wo ho you saw that video on MP no MP ni bona baso say omo won the constituency ade on preman pani no be support no
that's why independent candidate
okay afosha ade no atinze Kopoku ntimi kan say I accept or decline and not to no boni tinko me say obi sana no sia ball anopa no sia be ball anajo na me no I will remain a regular panelist send this first starting on primaries now Asempa production don't factor me in your plans because yes, you are perceive a boy in pension, because Ghana need na idea. Because do your dear son, Omanya minor surgery. Omo savage butchery.
Na some na deploy.
No problem.
You deploy that boy.
I can just send a message after saying one a year achievement of president. The boss send it an appointment. I hail the president because Erica Bre. If we say this one, no, you're the second one. I'm the count. But me say omunya kukudro. No, omuson cancer. Obi and declare. Obi. Person media beja for be enko.
Catch and say Reverend Wingham send me fan embra. GS was me fan embra.
So for send a message.
Na Sammy ono so assembly never kwan. N1
for the records when it comes to say sorry I juma there or yeah but GS me fan embra office specially because name can credit or I just say to find the answer.
The question is Ekosumnyame. Now the pastor's pulpit is different from the politician's platform. The soft opinion men can man yourself. Former general superintendent on me and can man yourself. And a current also name can man yourself. It's in the Sadia. Me kwa mesu di mirror because any show no so count. But honestly speaking, but Obi and sana me sorry akon. Fuseni ne Kofi mesme bomba baso. Look, Kofi was an appointee under President Akufo-Addo. Another young man. Fuseni was an appointee under Mahama 1 and a Mahama 2. Now, make sure Munkran say, baby, I do almost they hold that position in trust for the young people. So they should be fair, they should be balanced. No more, because you see, about the girl child in those years, the 80s and 90s, the likes of Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings, the late Madame Christine Checha, the late Gladys Sarsma, Madame Sheria Ite, and then Mam Penifoni B, they formed an alliance to make sure the girl child got educated. Today, the girl child is part of the larger youth. Inti miniano mebuti me left and right mesuzumi yebino mesrom so say our advocacy for the young people when it comes to employment and job opportunities, let us be very open-minded because youth when an NDC youth is sitting at home and an NPP youth is working it's still unemployment. We are no reverse na NPP youth continue Abaimu and Ejumem NDC youth Kotenefia is still unemployment. And I charge this my young colleagues for us, let's also be aggressive and resolute. We are clear and about it.
Finally, Obi, please tell Capo that we are solidly behind him any day, anytime. He should trust me. I am ready to bring back the love and strengthen the base in the Ashanti region as a regional youth leader. The youth are ready and I am prepared to lead. Thank you. Warm regards, sentence Bafo.
There's a sentence I'm not so she said you more can say. You see, say young person could post Obi. I tell you, Mr. Fuseni could post beer. And yes, my boy, I'm not winning. They send me piano, Kaka, not me do any. I know you may only candidate.
Honestly, candidate.
Who's your candidate?
Yes,
you don't have a candidate.
Yes, it's a foundation. Such a way, sir.
How can you be building without a design? How can you be building without a design?
Who told you you are not building?
What are you working towards?
Sammy, we say hi, Obi. I concur with Sammy that this year's campaign was markedly more effective than the 2023 primaries campaign. The communication strategy was cohesive with seamless flow from top to bottom and vice versa. A notable aspect, though simple, was the absence of a high table, which eliminated the perception of hierarchy. Dr. Bawumia's decision to sit among the people fostered a sense of unity. Key figures like Sammy, Tampuli, Napo, and Abuja Napo consistently boosted morale. Kudos to the head of operations, Honorable Ajay Sowa, for all his support on grounds. My regards to Supremo himself. Richard Jemfi, operations team member, diaspora campaign team member, and former NPP UK youth organizer. Yeah.
Obi
Jemfi.
Obi, okay, so last me be card asemichira wa. Three things happened. Bawumia had a solid campaign team.
True.
Brian had the charisma, but he didn't have a team.
Okay.
Kennedy Japan lost his team.
To who? Who did he lose?
Okay. Brian Ria Kennedy Japan team.
Yeah, okay.
They were aggressive, all right. Yes. They were passionate, but they were not properly coordinated. The Kase, it's not we are smart to turn in demo.
I bet you say now.
Ekodi 2 years ago, Juma Brian the bedi omo.
So be saying, to say chairman team, how can we say more solid?
You need team biara.
Chairman I said you get yet you.
You be a
Fuseni so are solid or in charge of the zone in Ashanti.
Sammy boy, you know kasa.
And I want to comment
now.
Nobody can declare. Obi to say Rikejese. We say Rikejese minimum so no so yama general near Rikopuku. So no dey
oh, Pastor, there's a weekend. You say you don't want to be tonight.
No. Obi, close to the ball. Your ball net. That's a kill the manage.
It's me the problem, Jam. I know nobody.
Me who a chance to be a chese wa Middle East waba.
Middle East.
Me can't he say.
Oh yes.
So I know I go minimum form into ko empire ko ball. When you
Nyamedi Jema
make ya. Me say it's moya bema keke. Erika J ent me ansane na me di fia. Onya bema. Ti ma me nya o. Me say
Ekosiisen is high Asempa FM Sammy Awuku. Yeah that's it.
Capable hand. How you brutal. How you brutal. You do the true word. On say we no na so asan form.
Yeah, what's it?
Inti Kofi for Sun Cancer Trase. Don't for saying in Swat Trase. No.